Hi guys, Julain here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for watching. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. In this video, I'm going to share my nighttime skincare routine, and we'll chit-chat a little about living a meaningful life and how I'm surviving in this quarantine. Enjoy!
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life.
I'm gonna start by cleansing my face with my Mary Kay Naturally Purifying Cleanser.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move.
Then I'm going to use my Clear Proof Charcoal Mask to give my face a deep cleaning.
You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
For this mask, you would pay special attention to any area where you have blackheads, if you have any problem areas that you have on your face. So this is where you want to concentrate the mask. So for me, over the last few days, I haven't really been giving my skin as much care as I should, because busy with work and the kids and everything, I don't get to really every day spend quality time taking care of myself and my skin. So that's why right now I'm just making sure that I do get full coverage for my face, because I really need this mask to do some deep cleaning. So I'm gonna leave that on for a few minutes, and we're just gonna chit chat while I wait for this to dry, and then I'll even show you up close what it looks like when it's dry. The great thing about this mask is I don't need to peel it off. I can just wash it off. And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit messy, so I'm just gonna rinse off the applicator and we're gonna chit chat some more. So I definitely wanted to talk about the goals that we have for ourselves. For me, this quarantine, I'm taking the time to introspect to just think about my life, you know, and where I am now and how that aligns with the dreams and goals that I have for myself. So for my dreams and goals, I have had to relook at those to see if I still want to achieve those or if I may have a different path that I want to take. As you get older, I do believe that with life's experiences, you are able to make wiser choices. You know, when I was in the 6th grade, of course, everything was possible and anything I wanted to be, I could achieve. But then as life goes on, you kind of have to adjust. I'm not saying you should settle. You should definitely try to figure out what it is that you want to achieve and how, you know, the steps that you will need to take to get there. But at the same time, sometimes as you get older, you may realize that the dreams that you had, those really weren't what you're passionate about. You know, they may have been swayed by society or something else, but not really what is in your heart. So for me, I have been really, you know, digging deep to think about what is it that is inside of me? What is it that with my communion with God, He has purposed in me to do? And so that is, I want to live my purpose. So whatever it is that God ordained for me to do, when He formed me in my mother's womb, what was the plan He had for me? That is the plan I want to live out in my life. And so sometimes, you know, I wonder, am I living out that plan? Or am I not? And if I'm not, what can I do to kind of, you know, get on the path that I'm meant to be on? So I mentioned earlier about not settling. So definitely some highlights about what we're discussing. So definitely we need to take some time to figure out what is it that our dreams and aspirations are. Have we achieved them? You know, have we achieved those and then, you know, we've looked farther to a new level of dreams, a new level of achievements that we want to accomplish? Or if we have not yet achieved what we wanted to, has our passion changed? Are we on a different path? Or do we need to think about where we are and now put the steps into place as how to get to where we want to be? So for me, I wanted to achieve my master's degree. And yes, it was very challenging because I had 2 young children. I was working full time. And then when this quarantine happened, I had no help because I was now home and, you know, you have to limit access with others. So I had no help. So it was just me and the kids and my full-time job. That is very demanding. And so it started off very rough. It started off where I was in tears because I was not sure how I was going to be able to balance these different areas. My kids, I am the one with them during the days. I don't have like an additional help or anything. I have my job, and I just did not know how to balance them both. How was I supposed to be on the phone and at the same time my kid, his diaper needs to be changed and I need to get that changed and he's crying and I need to feed him and, you know, all of those things. So at first it was chaotic and I definitely felt like this is the worst thing ever. But then I decided life is not something that happens to me. It is what I make it. So with the entire situation, the pandemic happened, yes. I now have no help at all. It's just me, the kids, my full-time job that is very demanding. What am I going to do about it? So I decided that it would be good to have a schedule in place. And that's what I did. I created a schedule for myself and for the kids. So they wake up at a certain time, they have breakfast, they have morning activities, they have their midday nap, lunch, then they have their afternoon activities, then we have dinner, we get ready, we go to bed. So when they're eating breakfast, I'm eating breakfast. When they're eating lunch, I'm eating lunch. When they're doing their morning activities, I am doing my morning work, the first half of the day. And then for the afternoon, when they're doing their afternoon activities, I do my job for the afternoon. And that change, just putting a schedule in place and having the day, activities planned throughout the day definitely did wonders. And so I decided I wasn't going to wait around for help. I was just going to figure out how to make what I want happen. And so I did that. And it felt good to see, the difference from what it was in the beginning and what it is now. Not to say it still isn't challenging, and there aren't days when I just feel like ripping my hair out, but it helps to know what you want to achieve. Because I don't want to just be existing, I want to be living intentionally, living with purpose. And I feel like life is going by so fast. It can just become so mundane where it's day, you do whatever you're doing in the day, or you may not be doing anything in the day, and then it's night, you sleep, you wake up, and it just goes on. The cycle just continues. It just becomes a never-ending cycle to a certain extent. And so I want to make sure that throughout this cycle, I'm being productive. I want to ensure that it's meaningful. So each day, I want it to be meaningful. I want to do at least one meaningful thing throughout the day, and then build on that to do more than one meaningful thing throughout the day. So I try for my kids, they're kids, so sometimes they will, just want to play, have no sense of when to take a nap. And so it can become frustrating sometimes when they're not keeping up with the schedule as you would want them to. And so I've just learned to try to be flexible in any way that I can, so that the kids can be kids and I can maintain my sanity. Yes, this thing is very tight. I think we may have a few more minutes, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I have just been doing some introspect, definitely not being depressed or sad about this quarantine, but just trying to figure out how to live my best life. And my best life does not mean that I'm partying or that I'm living recklessly. My best life just means that I'm living a meaningful life. I'm living intentionally. I'm living with purpose. So that's what I'm all about, And I just want to thank everyone, that takes the time to watch my videos and to just come along on this journey with me. I really want to make this entertaining, but I also want to make it meaningful. So I want with every video for you to be able to learn something and to be able to apply it to your life, So that's why I want to do self-care videos, because I know that as a mom, as a full-time working mom, that's what I neglect the most, and that's myself. I don't get to do my hair. I don't get to take care of my skin. I don't get to just take time for me. And so I want to just empower everyone out there, whether you are a mom or a dad or whatever your role is. I just want you to know you definitely need to take quality time for you. Yes, life is busy and life seems to be getting away from us sometimes when we decide to scale down and take some time for ourselves. But you know what? To live your best life, you need to have self-care. And so I pray that for everyone out there, who watches this video, that you will be empowered, you will be motivated to just take some time for you. That's my self-care time, taking time, like I just had a shower and so I'm doing this mask, I'm about to wash it off and moisturize my skin, and then I'm gonna go to bed feeling great tonight. I'm probably gonna find something motivational to read when I'm done here, and I'm just going to go to bed feeling refreshed and ready to take on the next day. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys throughout this week will just remember to definitely take some time to think about what your dreams and aspirations are and figure out, have you already achieved them? Are you actually looking to level up to new dreams and aspirations? If so, great, congratulations to you. Maybe you can share in the comments some of the tips and some of the things that have worked for you over the years to help you to reach that point. And if you are someone who is in a similar situation like me, just basically taking some time to look within and to make sure that you are, aligning with God's purpose and God's plan for your life. And you definitely need to take that time in solitude and to just think about things. Just remember, take things step by step. It's good to journal. I've heard that that is very helpful, and yes, I know that it is good to write things down. So you may want to write down your goals, maybe your 20-year goal, your 10-year goal, your 5-year goal, your 1-year goal. Start there, just writing down those goals and then figuring out how to then take steps to achieve that, starting with a 1-year goal. So I definitely wish you all the very best for the rest of your week and very best in life in general. I pray that you all get to live your life to the fullest in the most meaningful, intentional, and purposeful way. And I pray that you will have the confidence to know that anything that you dream you can achieve. And yes, there may be challenges, but guess what? You can overcome. And it's the greatest victory when you do overcome. And so just definitely take some time for yourself. With everything that's happened in the hustle and the bustle of life, slow down and take some time for self, because you definitely need to be given the best of yourself. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and share. See you next time.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever your soul, I'll